Good, great, and glorious day to you, co-creators. This is your boy, Corey Creech, the Ascending Master, and I want to thank you all for joining me here on my channel. Today, this morning, I'm going to start by, let me back up a little. This is a reading for the astrological sign of Gemini. So to all my fellow Geminians, I ain't even gonna go there. To all my fellow Geminis, I love you. I thank you for being with me and joining me here on my channel. Every bit of me wishes and continues to be a vessel of purity, of truth, of clarity, of love, of divine guidance to the highest degree for each and every soul who finds themselves connected in alignment to this channel, to me, and to any of the material in which I release to the world. And so thank you again for joining me. I truly mean that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is a Earth Warrior Oracle deck, and I'm going to start by pulling one card from this deck that I will read at the end of you all's reading. This will be a general reading, so please, please, please only take that which resonates with you and your story or someone you are directly associated with, i.e. means someone that energetically you think of a great deal of time. Anywhere from 40% of your time is spent thinking and or with this person up to 60, 70, 80, 90%, right? We all can have and possess obsessive characteristics, traits, whether we choose to acknowledge them or not. And so let me throw that out there. The first deck will be one card that I'm going to read at the end of the reading, and this will kind of like bring the entire reading full circle. Every bit of the message will resonate to the fullest degree. So wait until the end. Every bit of you will see how Spirit brings this reading full circle. And I know that the journey through this reading will every bit of be enlightening to all. Without further ado, let us begin. Spirit, what message do you have for my Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. What message do you have for my Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. I'm pausing and hesitating because I wanted to ask Spirit, am I only taking the first card that touches the table, or does he want me to have all three of these cards? And as you heard me state in the beginning, it was my intent to only retrieve one message, one card. And, you know, there's never really any mistakes, and so my obedience will certainly keep all three, and I will certainly bring a message pertaining to the three of these, however that may be. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So Gemini, Spirit is present. And they have a message. I love it. I honor it. I adore it. I thank it. May I continue to be a beautiful reflection of each and every one of you. What messages do you have for the sign of Gemini, Spirit? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What message, Spirit? We thank you, we honor you, and we adore you now. Message you have for the sign of Gemini. Love and desire is in the air. Cupid is in the air. Sorry. Let me show. Cupid is in the air. Love and desire. Not only does the card speak of the sign of Gemini, I'm also feeling that collectively, Geminis, you are in a state of wanting this energy, wanting love, desire, romantic connection, wanting a partner, whether you have one and or not. You are certainly in an energy of immense romantic feelings. Continue to give us some messages for the sign of Gemini, Spirit. What messages do you have for the sign of Gemini? Lord, we thank you, we honor you, and we adore you in the Spirit. I feel every bit of this speaks of incubation, right? Going within to be nourished. Wanting to possibly find time to be with close loved ones, family, possibly nostalgic memories of your childhood, past times. But I feel like either Gemini, you were in isolation, in this state of going within hermit mode, being nourished, healing, preparing yourself for a journey, aligning one's energy, right? Balancing oneself out, trying to learn oneself, to know oneself, to give name to oneself. Who am I? I love it. Let us keep going, Spirit. Any other messages for the sign of Gemini? Any other messages for the sign of Gemini? Yes, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Any other messages for the sign of Gemini, Spirit? Thank you, we honor you, and we adore you now. Any other messages for the sign of Gemini? Thank you, Spirit. Any other messages for the sign of Gemini? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So the first card speaks of dreaming, mushrooms. And every bit of me feels this connection to one's spiritual state enhancing, right? And so, granted, you may be someone who has gone on a spiritual awakening while in this state of isolation. Someone who is receiving messages in their dream state and their meditative state. This speaks of hallucinogenics, possibly ayahuasca, cacao, LSD, marijuana, there's an energy of how one connects to the non-physical, and every bit of that is through their third eye, through a state of awareness that is beyond this realm of existence. This is beautiful. Every bit of this person has been in survival mode, right? This person has been fighting passion and courage, the will to do something and every bit of that something would be to go on this journey, this voyage to where? Uncharted territory. Every bit of this rocket speaks of going into outer space, right? This outer space, the universe, has countless miles, light years of uncharted territory. You can go wherever you want. But I feel like this person had to fight to get to this point. And a great deal of assistance came from their dream state, came from when they were able to sleep. And this may very well be because in the state of sleep, your persona is not active to cause blockages. Your persona being the ego, the thing that attaches us to the worldly, physical manifestation that we are living out in this experience we call life, right? In the dream state, your connection to the divine is infinite. It is seamless. It's instant. Your communication with your soul family is automatic and not something that you have to wait for someone to become available, right? You don't have to wait for that person to be asleep so that, this is something that had to take place in an environment whereby this person could not block themselves. This person had to heal and align their energy, clear out entities that were attached to them. This first row here of cards has so many intricate parts to an experience that you, Gemini, are connected to, that you possibly went through, that no wonder you have 3 cards here. Like this is layered, almost similar to the Cancer reading that I just did. Any other messages for the sign of Gemini, Spirit, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus? Any other messages for the sign of Gemini? Thank you. I adore your name. Go on this journey. Gain the necessary courage, or better yet, put the excess energy, the conflicted energy, the oppressive energy of courage, right? So whatever is opposite of courage, move that energy into the form of courage. Manipulate your own energy so that it is utilized for your better good. Don't allow imposed energy, other people's thoughts, other people's words, other people's opinions to cultivate how you choose to reflect your energy. It is because you are staying in a vibrational awareness equivalent to theirs that you can even feel, hear, and experience their negative thoughts, whether they are about you or not. You raise that energy, you bring yourself to an awareness whereby you don't even know people talking about you. You continue to raise your vibrational state. You begin to find yourself in an awareness whereby low vibrational experiences aren't even attached to your awareness. You realize you haven't even watched the news in so long, you haven't heard of a shooting or of the number of deaths that may have been caused still by the coronavirus, or you may not even know about some huge worldly event that took place right in your backyard. It's because vibrationally, your awareness is on that which you are in alignment with. If you only see a world that is good, great, and glorious, if you believe it intrinsically in your heart, and you use the energy of your thoughts, conscious awareness, to only speak of that which is good, great, and glorious, I assure you, your world will reflect just that. You are an infinite creator, whether you choose to believe it or not. At every moment, every single thought that you think is a creation. And someone needs to take accountability to become aware that every thought that they think at this moment, from this moment on, will be a conscious thought in a direction that shoots them straight to the moon. That shoots them to the stars. That lifts them up. I am beautiful. I am worthy. I am strong. I am courageous. I am caring, loving, compassionate. I'm empathetic. I'm mature, responsible, glorious, beautiful, and perfect in every right. I deserve to have the desires of my heart. And I am excited about enjoying every bit of the journey as they come into fruition. I take accountability for my thoughts to state that every person from this day forward, whoever comes into contact with me, will benefit as a result of our coming together. No one needs to suffer. No one needs to tally and hold other people accountable for their wrongdoings and or lack thereof. You are already the judge, juror, and executioner. There is no need to spend your life, the gift of physical manifestational experience, waiting to see how you judge someone, how you've cultivated the punishment for their actions, and will do nothing further than to wait and see it come into fruition. Not taking your eyes off of them and or the experience and situations, meaning vibrationally, whether it's someone new or not, you're finding yourself in a cycle, in the same vibrational energy. Still holding on, right, via thought to the past, to an experience, to a situation that placed you in a state that was not pleasing unto thine heart. Perhaps it had everything to do with money, with how you supported the people in your life and or vice versa, how they supported you. Perhaps it is your belief to support that you have about the loved ones in your life that caused you to go down this path. Any other messages for the sign of Gemini Spirit? This is deep. But every bit of me loves it, right? I'm tapped in, tuned in, turned on. Y'all can bring it. Let's go. Any other messages for the sign of Gemini Spirit? Any other messages for the sign of Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Yep. Every bit of someone who served the people in their life hand and foot. And or someone who wanted the people in their life to serve them hand and foot. Every bit of it connected to money, right? How much you made, how much you gave. And I'm certain it was not reciprocal. You can't make this shit up. Every bit of it causing gray days, depressed, detached, and unemotional. Needing to balance your energy. Needing to service yourself. Your hard work and determination is creating blessed foundations for the future. Right? Someone who has begun to put in the work, the effort to change who they show up as, who they are energetically mirroring. Closing out relationships, ending cycles. Mending broken connections. But this person, this person's dark days were long. I mean, and possibly current, right? So this 444, which may be significant to someone, you may be seeing it around. Pay attention to the synchronicities of the numbers that show up and look them up almost instantaneously if it is safe to do so, because it is regarding the thought that you are currently in at the time it shows up, right? So the energy that you are currently residing in, and this particular angel number appears, find reason to follow through with the understanding of what that message is meaning at that particular time. Any other messages? And it's possible that the work one is doing is in their dream state, is in the moments of meditation and connection with their divine counterparts, with their soul family, with their higher self. Any other messages? Thank you. completion, every bit of a cycle ending, right? But all of the cycle, right? Not, so again, I told you all this is very layered, right? And this person has been putting in a lot of work to close out many different layers, many attachments, connections, many of them. Like, whew, wow. The fact that this person had so many attachments, had connections to so many other souls is quite amazing. But they have begun the healing. They have started to become aware of the chaos that they birthed into creation and bringing it to a complete close. And that is every bit of something worthy of celebrating, of acknowledging. May every bit of this reading give you the inspiration to continue to move forward. Any other messages for the sign of Gemini spirit? Cosmic plan, right? Every bit of what is going on, what is taking place was meant to be. And so from an awareness of that knowing, right? Meaning if something took place that was meant to be, understand why. Meaning, what was the lesson? And if the event was high on the scale of catastrophic, make sure the damn meaning, that the lesson is up to par. Right? Don't sit here and tell me someone broke your heart, stabbed you in the back, slandered your name, and then continued to fight you 10 years after they left you, and all you learned was you should have waited longer before giving them your heart. You done lost your everlasting mind. You will repeat every cent of that cycle again, whether you choose to see it or not. Who were you backstabbing? Who did you leave? Who were you ghosting in your life? Who were you lying to in your life? Or were you perhaps lying to yourself? The lesson is understanding that everything that shows up in your reality is a reflection of you. And so if this ungodly disaster of a person who brought chaos and destruction somehow showed up in your reality, your beauty, right? Your glorious reflection. Meaning every bit of the same energetic resonance that you are vibrating has been painted up. It's been built to look pretty, but yet still exist. Right? You could easily say, I'm not that way. I would never do that. I would never ghost this person. I would never call the people I love out of their name. I would never. Hence the lesson, right? Because the fact that it is in your reality is because it is reflecting you. Perhaps you keep choosing others over yourself. Perhaps you keep giving to another rather than to self. Perhaps you lie to yourself about the circumstance, about the belief of their feelings for you. Too afraid to find out for self because you done put so much energy, you done invested so much. Every bit of you will lie to self until you believe you got a return on that investment. Man, y'all, let's go. Spirit, any other messages for the sign of Gemini? Let's bring this to a close, Spirit. Any other messages for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus? Any other messages, Spirit? We thank you, we honor you, and we adore you. Any other messages for the sign of Gemini, Spirit? Thank you, Spirit. Well, we'll close it out there. I like it. I receive it. And we will start. So we have 3 cards here. Which one's first? Yes. The goddess of Teotihuacan. The goddess of Teotihuacan. Let us see what we have. It reads as follows. She guards the water of life. The ancient guardian mother protects the waters of life and offers her protection and blessings. Her appearance augurs a time of purification and cleansing, leading a enhanced fertility. You are a creator of new consciousness, a generator of positive energy as fuel for constructive outcomes. We need your vitalized being to keep nourishing the human collective with helpful alternatives to mainstream consciousness. You will be protected and supported at the deep level of soul in order to become the creator and custodian of a clean reservoir of consciousness from which souls thirsty for purity, relief, and love can drink. The ancient mother will help you to help her and the many creatures within her care. She will help you to be fearlessly inventive with your loving creations of healing consciousness. Consider very seriously the need to cut cords to negative or unhelpful influences in your life, whether they be habits, people, of forms of entertainment and media that threaten to distort the pure and wise use of your wild spirit ignited mind. Whilst it is important that you engage with others, the sacred creator within you requires time and space in solitude to process, reflect, contemplate, and create. Only then can you remember who you are and what is important to you, and summon the inner powers to act accordingly. In that way, you will not become overly swayed by any lesser force, particularly mainstream consciousness that perpetuates victimizing thought patterns and behaviors. Give yourself a chance for spiritual, psychological, and emotional timeout and cleansing so that you can recognize the inner truth of your own soul and adhere to it faithfully. Unbelievable, unbelievable. What a beautiful message. The next one is Abuela Medicine, remedy of the grandmother. Abuela Medicine, remedy of the grandmother. And it reads, believe in the formidable power of healing, of the transformation that it can provide for all aspects of your being and your life. Medicine comes in many forms from Great Spirit to facilitate healing of body, of mind, and of soul. Whether it is the correction of unhelpful habits of thought, guidance for the practical steps to resolve a physical imbalance, or deep soul healing that frees you into fulfillment of your divine potential. There is no limit to what can be healed through grace. A current of divine healing is flowing to you and through you now. Open yourself up open yourself up to participate in a beautiful healing transformation. Every bit of you is on a healing journey, Spirit said. And now we have the card 34, Alekoa. Alekoa. Spirit of the warrior. And it reads, though you yearn for peace, you recognize that without truth, genuine peace can never be. Even if it triggers an upheaval of transformation, the need to set things right is strong in you. This is the inner drive of the spiritual warrior, the compelling soul need to uphold truth, goodness, and justice. You will fight for these things because that is your way. Spirit warrior, trust, see, and feel the positive impact that you are making in the world. You are relentless, and the divine is within you. Do not give up. If you feel hopelessness, despair, defeat, or frustration, and you wonder if it is really worth it, place your mind in your heart and your heart in awareness of what is that is inspiring you. Do you feel alone on your quest? Look for the legions of beings in spirit and upon the earth that fight alongside you. Fearless and ferocious with love. Be uplifted by your fellow spirit warriors. Beloved one, feel the joy of their love and unity with you. You have access to the divine power that conquers any obstacle, wins every battle, and secures every victory. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Need we say more? Gemini, I love you. I know you will get through this and conquer every bit of that which is before you. May we always, always know that everyone is benefiting as a result of our coming together. Until next time, please remember, everything is always working out for you and your greatest good.